Hello, this is Ben.
And I'm Ann.
We are the founders of E&I Paint. My sister and I are very excited to be collaborating with you online and share the craft that has been in our family for as long as we can remember. If you haven't already done so, please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at E&I Paint, where you will be updated on our collection and upcoming events.
We hope you received our paint kits or have sourced your own supplies. In any case, last minute work has to be done. Please see the short list of recommended items. We typically work on a 16 by 20 canvas, but any size can actually work. We have 3 common brushes: a blending brush or a wash brush. This covers large parts of the canvas and can blend too. This is a flat brush. A number 4 or a number 6. This is great for wide strokes or where you want a lot of paint. And finally, a liner brush. A number 0 or 1. This is great for fine details in your artwork. Acrylic paint. The primary colors: red, blue, yellow, and for shading purposes, we're gonna add black and white. We didn't mention that we need a palette, a cloth, water cup filled 3/4 with warm water. Before you start any painting, I'd like to give you guys some housekeeping tips. First, make sure that your brushes are always clean when changing color. Secondly, you should always have clean water. Change your water often. Third, acrylic paints dry out really fast, so make sure that once you use them, they are completely sealed and airtight. Clean your brushes with warm water at the end of your session if you would like to keep them.
In this tutorial, we will go ahead and paint our moonlight. We will first paint our moon and paint the background in black, and then finalize it by painting the hill and the trees. The colors used in this tutorial are blue, red, white, black, and yellow. You will need your cloth, the sponge, whatever large brush we provided, and your pointer brush. Using your charger plate, I will go ahead and outline where I want my moon to be. So I will bring it down 1/2 inch from the top edge and very lightly outline. To start painting, always remember to first moist your brush in water. I will then start applying my colors. I will go ahead and apply some red on the top right corner and then some yellow. Now remember, those are the colors I chose. You can be creative and blend in whatever shade colors you want. Before I move on to applying my blue, I will first go ahead and rinse my brush and dry it. And now I want to apply some green paint in this section, but we don't have green, so I will go ahead and mix 2 colors to create the color green. To make green, you need blue and yellow. I will just mix the 2 colors, and then you have the color green. My next technique will be to blend in and merge all my colors together. To blend in your colors, you have to make sure that your brush is rinsed and dry. And then with circular motions, you want to go ahead and start blending in your shades. The best way to do this, after every 2 or 3 circles that you create, dry your brush again. Once you're happy with the way you blended your colors, go ahead and apply some white. And start blending in my white with the rest of my paint. Now we will go ahead and give it a few minutes to dry. This is a great time to rinse all your brushes and replace your water with clean water. For this technique, you need your white paint, but you need to dilute it with some water. You want to make sure that your white is nice and runny. Using your index finger and your brush, start tapping the paint onto your moon. Make sure that you go over your entire moon. Once you're happy with the amount that you applied, give it about 10 to 15 minutes to dry. Once you're back and your white drops are semi-dry, we will go ahead and use the sponge that was provided in the kit and start dapping over your drops. For my next step, I want to create some brown so that I can go ahead and shade the outer circumference of my moon. To make the color brown, all you need is some black, yellow, and red, and start blending the three colors together. Once you're happy with the brown shade that you've created, you will go ahead and use your sponge and start blending only the outer areas of your moon. To blend, you want to go in circular motions. I don't want to apply this all around my moon. I will stop here. However, I will create some craters. So I will go ahead and shade some random areas on my moon. To lighten up your color, all you need to do is mix some water with your paint. Once you are happy with the way you shaded your moon, we will give it a few minutes to dry, and in the meantime, make sure you clean all your brushes and replace your water with clean water. For the next step, we need our charger plate, and we will place it over the moon. Using our larger brush, we will paint the rest of the canvas with black. Now make sure that you add a little bit of pressure onto your plate because we don't want the paint to go under the plate. Make sure that your paint is nice and thick. You do not want to dilute it with water for this step. Now you will give it a few minutes so that it's completely dry. Once the black background is completely dry, go ahead and remove your plate. And now, using your big brush, go ahead and start drawing in your hill using black paint. I am just going to go ahead and randomly place my hill, sloping down this way. Once you are done, you have to wait till the hill is completely dry. Our hill is completely dry. We will go ahead and start drawing the tree. You need your pointer brush and black paint. I will go ahead and moisten my brush, maybe dilute some color. And then I will go ahead and start drawing all my tree trunks. You want to make sure that you keep these lines nice and thin, and you can place them wherever you want. Some long ones, some short ones. It is completely up to you. Once you're done working on your tree trunk, then go ahead and start painting your branches. Starting from the top, my branches are smaller and thinner, and as you go down, they get longer and bigger. Just remember that all of our trees will look different, and there is no right way to do a tree.
This concludes our tutorial. If you want to use your brushes again, make sure to wash them with warm water. Give us a follow on Instagram and Facebook at @UNIPaint and tag us with your final masterpiece. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial and thank you for using UNIPaint.